Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Harika. So in previous video, I have given you the list of what all the things that we are going to cover as a part of AI 900 series. So in this video, I'm going to show you and explain you what is Microsoft Azure AI services and what are the different types of services we have. What is a studio basically? What are the different capabilities that we can perform a demo on studio, and how it can be actually accessed, where it can be actually accessed from. Okay, so all these things that I'm going to show you in this particular video, and in the next video we'll talk furthermore in detail. So first of all, basically let's see what is Microsoft Azure AI services. Okay, so I will just break it down. Okay, so we all know that Microsoft and what it is famous for, what all the different services it can provide. So Azure is a cloud platform, right? So Azure has a lot of services that it can provide. So it is a cloud platform, and Microsoft got collaborated with OpenAI. So what are the OpenAI services that we can utilize, like all the artificial intelligence services like voice service or text service or NLP services, I mean language services or OpenAI services, all these services we can access now using Microsoft Azure. That's so simple, right? So that's what Microsoft Azure AI services mean. So you can utilize all the OpenAI and artificial intelligence services on Microsoft Azure cloud platform. That's quite simple to understand, correct? So that's what Microsoft Azure AI services mean. So, what are the different services, if you ask me? Answer that question, I will go to this particular point, which is Studio. Okay, to access all these services, first things we need to know what are the services that we have, right? So, let's go to the Studio. So, if you see over here, let me show you. So this is the studio, okay? So if you click over here, you can see there are different types of studios, correct? We have speech studio, language studio, custom translator, vision studio, content safety studio, Azure AI studio, and Azure machine learning. So we have all these different types of studios. So each studio has different capabilities. So you can simply go to any one of the studio, and if you click over here, you can see all other studios coming up, okay? You can also take this link, which I will give you or put it in the description. You can go over here, which will show you all the different studios that you have. So basically, what I mean by studio is it's like a playground. You can utilize the capabilities. Let's say I will go in depth about it, but to give you on a high level idea. So let's say if there's a speech studio. So what does a speech studio actually does, like these are the different speech capabilities by scenario, okay? And language studio, if you take, these are the different language capabilities, correct? So let's take one and go and see what it actually does. So captioning with speech to text, right? Convert the audio text of TV broadcast, webcast, film, video, and everything. That means it will provide the captions like based on the broadcast that's happening, right? Post call transcription, live chat avatar, and it not just that, it has speech to text. That means real time speech to text conversion, right? Text to speech conversion, and all of that. And here we can say text to speech. So all these things we will go in depth and see, but just to show you, this is what studio is, and we have all the models provided over here. So what we have to do is we just need to create the resources. I'll show you what is a resource, how you can create a resource, and by using those resources we have to understand, we have to play around them and see how this will be beneficial for you, for our use case to utilize all these capabilities. So that's what we are going to do here. So ideally, what is the use of this Microsoft Azure AI services is, let's say if you wanted to do a captioning. So let's say this first example captioning, okay? So the bot has to the model has to understand what's happening in that video, right? And it has to give you some captions, right? So it has to determine For that, there are a lot of things like people will learn artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all of that, and they write a lot of code. But here, you don't have to do anything as such. The Azure AI services itself has all the capabilities. Okay, so you just need to know how to utilize it, how to understand it, like, what it actually needs in order to get this done, right? So if you wanted a speech to text or text to speech translation or conversion, then you can rightly choose what capability you want and you can go for it, right? So here, anyone without any AI or ML languages or any skills in depth about it, just by understanding your requirement and what service will be aptly suitable for your requirement, you can pick up that particular capability and you can work on that. So this is how the Azure AI services are, and this will provide you the best way to work with it, right? And how to actually access this is also something that I'm going to show you. But before to that, basically you have to keep two things in your mind. So one is the portal where you will create the resource, which I'm going to talk in detail in the next video. That is portal. And the next thing is the studio. Okay, we have multiple studios. So once after you create the resource, it will direct you how you can go to the studio. You will get to know in the next video. But yes, so to utilize the capabilities in studio, you need to have portal and you need to have the resource. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's get into the next topic in the next video. So I'm going to show you how you can actually create a resource and what are the things that are associated with the resource, how to utilize the resource in our studio, on all of that. Okay, so let's get into that video. Till then, subscribe to my channel if you like the content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.